Hi, my name is Mikayla Theonly, otherwise known as Theon, and this is my song In the Dark, music video directed by the amazing Sherman. And we just wanted to give you a little behind the scenes information on how this vision came about. I recorded In the Dark coming out of kind of a traumatic breakup for me. And I remember hearing this melody over and over again in my head that I initially had in a dream. Super weird. But I figured it was something that I really had to bring to fruition. So I thought, what better opportunity than going through this crazy breakup and writing a song about it. I recorded it in Tucson, Arizona with my friend Gabe Sullivan at Dustin Stone Recording Studios. I met Sherman and we kind of decided we wanted to film some sort of video together at some point, since he was working on visual effects and getting into directing as well. And I was looking for a video to be done, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity. So we talked about some initial concepts, like what would we want to do, what could he do to really emphasize his visual effect work. We brainstormed for honestly about a year on what to do, and I think that was a great creative process. We went back and forth a lot on ideas and visuals and themes that we could bring to life. We finally settled on this idea of having this band, which would be different versions of Theon, kind of like her different personalities and the different instruments that she plays, and then the storyline of going through, the tension, the darkness of getting through your emotions after a breakup or being in some sort of manipulative experience. So that's how we got started. The first thing we did was film the band live performances, which was super cool. We had a green screen room, and I did different versions of each performance on different instruments, and it was a really long, really fun day, and that was kind of like the first step of creating this atmosphere. And so Sherman came up with the atmosphere and designed the elements you see in the background behind the performance, which is super cool. He went beyond my expectations. I had no idea really how we would create this world.
My name is Sherman Wellens, and I was a creative director for the music video In the Dark, written by Mikayla, also known as Theon. I had a good friend of mine, his name is Bertrand Harden. He gave me a call. As a photographer, he really does really good work. You should check his website out at foreign6photo.com. I'm pretty sure that's it. Anyway, he gave me a call. I was like, hey, I need your help. I need somebody to hold on my diffuser. I'm shooting a model up at Redondo Beach. So I said, sure, I'll come on up. It was a slow day. It was on a Friday. So I went up to Redondo Beach. He did give me at least a few hours heads up, and it wasn't just like instantaneously. So I met Mikayla. She was actually the model that Bertrand was shooting. And I remember at the end of the shoot, we were walking her to her car, and I saw all these musical instruments piled into her SUV. I mean, she had everything piled up in there. She had her guitar, she had this keyboard, she had a drum set, and besides her organization skills and getting all that in there, I was just amazed by just seeing that. And I asked her, I said, do you play all these instruments? She's like, yeah, I'm actually a songwriter and I play all these instruments, and I was working on a song called In the Dark, and we just started chatting about the song itself. And that's how I initially met Mikayla, was on a photo shoot. So here's what encouraged me to create this video. During the time that I was talking to Mikayla, we were talking about the song In the Dark. And when she started describing to me about what the song was about, it was really a pretty dark song about a breakup. I mean, just from being a human being, I mean, I've had my heart broken a few times, more than once. I mean, I'm not going to be like it never happened. So I was able to really connect with her from an emotional level. And when she mentioned that she wanted to make a music video about it, and that was in her plan, I said, you know what, I want to be a part of this, and I want to help you out. The emotional impact that your song has and how anybody can relate to it, just being a human being, I think would be a really good thing to expose and create a really beautiful art piece at the same time to emotionally express how you're feeling through visual storytelling. I took on this project really just to challenge myself, just from a creative perspective. Every day I work in the field of advertising, and that's challenging as it is, but this is actually just a true art piece that I can actually just translate any type of art and put in a music video. I'm an artist at heart. I love doing photography, I love doing cinematography, I love editing, I love doing motion graphics, and I love doing effects, and I just wanted to go ahead and just use all my skill sets and just put in a music video and practice. You know, I love practicing and trying to hone in on my skills just to improve myself all the time as an artist. And you want to showcase how you can create something that will impact people from an emotional level, or at least get them to relate to it and storytell. Mikayla is such a very talented lady. I mean, she can sing, she can play all those instruments. Who wouldn't want to work with such a talent like that and come up with a really fun idea to create and put out here to the world? Some of the biggest challenges on this was just time and working on a pretty much a paperweight budget. I mean, I really didn't have a big budget on this at all. All my friends that came out on the weekends, because that's when I had to shoot it, you know, these people are professional people, they have responsibilities during the week, and they took their weekend out, 2 weekends in a row actually, just to come help me out. So one of the biggest challenges was time. Anytime you have to rent a space and shoot a music video, time is of the essence, and I had to shoot this on the weekend because I didn't have a huge budget to hire all my friends for a full week to work with me on this. But we were able to squeeze it and shoot this all in like 24 hours. My good friend Levi, he just was an excellent grip guy on this. He brought like all the equipment that was necessary, we rented everything we need, and he was able to put everything together. I had Andre as my second cameraman. I mean, he came in and really helped me as well when I had to step in for when some of the talent didn't show up and put on a green suit and do some kind of like acting my own self. The second challenge for me personally was just wearing all the hats. Just being a director, being a producer, being the person to plan all this out strategically on how we're going to shoot this in 24 hours. That was a huge challenge. Logistical challenges of going from one warehouse to a green screen set was a challenge, and having to look at the parameters of shooting in that sort of environment. Good thing I had good friends who were able to help me out with that. Other challenges were just the whole editing process. I mean, I felt like I was literally a one-man army. I did all the editing, I did all the color correction, I did all the design. I even had to pull out Cinema 4D so I can create the backgrounds to composite Mikayla in this environment that I had created. So just being a creative person and trying to put all this together is anybody's challenge as an artist. The inspiration for the atmosphere that I created was really what the song was about. She was writing the song from a dark place. And when you are writing things from a dark place, you know, I really wanted to convey that mood in the music video and have it feel eerie and have it feel dark and have these visuals represent how she was feeling as she was creating and writing this song. So the colors that you see in the music video, the darkness, the mysteriousness, the misty, the fog, all that was just a reflection of how she was feeling when me and her were having a conversation about the song itself and what it's like to have your heart broken.
The next thing we did was film the main performance of like the storyline. Again, I really had no idea how we were going to make this vision come to life. So if it were not for Sherman and his friends and his girlfriend and my friends stepping up to help out, I don't know how this would have happened. This is really like my first big collaborative music video experience with real big cameras, a real set, and it was amazing. So it was super cool to see how everybody who helped out really brought elements to this piece that we couldn't have had before without them. I would love people to watch this video and feel or remember inside them any feelings they had going through some sort of emotional experience, whether that's from a breakup or getting through depression or anxiety, which is kind of all the things I felt when I was writing and working on this song. And again, like, people experience these feelings in different ways and at different times in their life. And this whole process of writing the song, recording the song, collaborating on a music video, filming the music video, having Sherman edit this whole thing together was almost a way for me to become the person I am now. I don't feel like I'm in the dark anymore. I feel like like in the story, I've taken a bath and become fully immersed in this new butterfly of myself. And I hope people can watch that and it can inspire them to do the same.